Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am so excited because I'm preparing for springtime and I have a whole bunch of seeds. Ouch. I have a whole bunch of seeds that I want to get started today. It is 48 degrees outside. I didn't even check the temperature on my rain point system that's in my greenhouse outside. I have to check that because that's actually pretty hot and I haven't turned the heater off. But I am so excited to start my seeds. I'm going to show you all of the seeds that I have and some of the things I have for my greenhouse for this springtime. The first thing is this gorgeous seat. Look at this. It is a kneeling pad for outside or a bench. This is something that the Loveofcurls company sent to me, and it came all together. The only thing I had to do were put these two little stops on it, but this is what I'm bringing out to my greenhouse today. It is set up as a bench right now, or you can flip it this way and make it into a kneeling pad for your knees when you are out weeding or just working on low shelves outside. More than likely, I will be using it for the most part as a bench because right now I have a cinder block outside that I sit on because it's at the right height for me to do work on the plants on the shelves outside. But now I have this. Isn't it cute? And it came with these side pouches that flip right onto the side, whether it's for a seat or the kneeling area. And it just clips onto the side and it has all of these pockets. Look at all of this. Look at all of these pockets. And they go on both sides. So I'll be putting all of my gardening tools and sprays and everything else in these pockets, and they just go onto the side of the bench. This is how it looks. See that? Isn't that so cute? I love this thing. I've been using it while I've been tending to my plants that are on shelves in my house, and I wanted to just check it out to see if it was going to be something that would get wobbly or make me feel insecure sitting on it. But it's not. It's really, really sturdy. And my favorite part about it is that it just folds up. It doesn't stay out. So I really, really, really like that. I just love that it doesn't have to stay deployed. Okay, the next thing I wanted to share with you is this plant that I purchased in Home Depot. Guys, can you tell me what this is? It does not have a name on it. In the Facebook group that I'm a part of for my city, I actually created a post trying to figure out what this plant is. Is it an Adansonii or is it another variety of plant? I was hoping that you guys could help me out. I have very mature Adansonii, but they don't look like this. I actually looked at pictures of people who have very large mature Adansonii and the leaves don't look like this. This is a very, very different thing. And then what I did was I looked at the comparisons of, or telling the difference between an Adansonii and like the Esqueleto, or there's another one that can be in that family. Anyway, it just doesn't look like Adansonii to me, but it was only $10. So I was hoping that you guys could help me out. I'm trying to bring it nice and close so that you can see what it's looking like right now. She's been separated because I think she has pests. I think she had spider mites or has spider mites. I've treated her already, but she has funny looking stuff on her leaves. And so to me, if you have funny looking stuff on your leaves, you have a pest. I think this leaf is so incredibly gorgeous. And I do think I want to put this on a pole, but I just really wanted an ID for it. And it's so funny because when I was in the store looking at it and trying to find an ID, one of the employees stopped and he tried to help me. He's like, wow, I can't figure this one out. And so anyway, if you can help me with this, I'd really appreciate it. Next, I want to show you some of the seeds that I have, and then I'm going to be getting started today. And I'm going to go out to my greenhouse while I'm doing this, because I've just decided just to set up my greenhouse to do my repotting out there. Because I moved all of my plants to the back part of the greenhouse, I literally have a sitting area with a table, everything, so that I can just do everything I want to do. I am going to try this pack of seed starter mix from the Dollar Tree. And this is cocoa core, so I think this will be good for me to start these seeds with, and then I will take them out and transfer them over. And then I have all of these seeds, and I'm going to go through them. Some of them are from the dollar store, and some of them are not. So this one is Ferry Morris, and this is, I got this one. This is the coleus seeds, and I did do a set of this this packet last year, and they grew very, very nicely, very aggressively, very nicely. But this one was from Home Depot. And then I have basil. This is just the regular basil, and this is from Dollar Tree, 4 for $1.25. Just the regular basil. And then I got sage. Have 2 of those. Let me get my bag. Just drop them back in the bag when I'm done. And then I have forget-me-nots. I really like these. I like the burst of color that they bring to the garden. And then this burpee coleus is, this right here was from Walmart. Yes. And this had a different variety of coleus that I wanted to try to get started, which you don't always get what's pictured on the packet. That's a stock picture, but anyway, we'll try. And then again from Dollar Tree, I got the Bachelor Button in Blue Boy. And these reseed themselves, so I really like those. And I have Cosmos. I love Cosmos. And there's more Cosmos, but just a different variety of color. And Wildflowers. And these are all from Dollar Tree. Petunia. I love petunias. And I buy them every year, but this time I'm just going to grow them myself. I'm excited. This is a flower garden mix. And then another burpee is the Basil Batik. And this one I got in Walmart. And that's what it looks like. I'm really excited about this. I've been watching a lot of gardening videos, and I've learned that there's so many different types of basil. And I absolutely love basil. Oh, gosh. Bachelor Button in different colors. Marigolds. I love marigolds. They're beautiful. I have 2 of those. And then after I watched Lisa's video when she went to look for seeds and different things, gardening things in the Dollar Tree, I saw that they had the Impatiens, and I purchased the Impatiens. And this is a big, there's a ton of seeds in here. And then I also got the Zinnia. There are a ton of seeds in this one as well. I still bought more Zinnia, but that one right there, it definitely has more than enough seeds. Okay, then more Wildflowers, Morning Glories in pink and purple. And I have lavender. I love lavender. And then I have Alyssum. These are beautiful because I think that the Alyssum are so tiny and they just give a burst of brightness to your gardens. And I really like that. Here is some oregano. Snapdragon. We've been doing this from the beginning. From the time that we started planting outside, we've been doing Snapdragon. I like the way the Snapdragon look in the garden. And then we have Sweet William. I don't know. Double flowered mixed colors. I've never grown this one. I've never seen this packet in the Dollar Tree. So this is something new. And then I have more Zinnia. And lastly, I have thyme. And I definitely want to do the thyme because my husband, when he makes gravy for a turkey, he uses thyme, fresh thyme in his mix, and it is delightful. So I definitely want to have this on hand, and I will be carrying that through because it seems like the thyme is so expensive when you buy it in the supermarket. So we'll just grow it and we'll keep it growing in the kitchen. Okay. So now I'm going to go outside and I'm going to start planting. Okay, so I'm just going to clean off my table here, and I have my Vevor bench sitting here, and I'm going to be kneeling on it when I get tired. So that'll be good. And it fits right under my workbench, which is really good. And I haven't used this table in so long, so it is a hot mess. So I'm just cleaning it up. I also put lights inside of this greenhouse. Hopefully I'll be able to take a picture of it at nighttime. It looks so beautiful. And I think I'm going to make it so that my husband and I have date night every week. And I think I want to start doing date nights out here because I'm not a high maintenance person. I know it may not seem that way because I have so many plants, but I like to be at home, and my husband likes to go out. So I usually go out with him, but I really like just staying home. It is so hot in here. Oh my goodness, it's hot in here. All right. So the first thing that I need to do is I'm going to take my stock pot. This is a stock pot that I use I got this in the Goodwill. It's a Cuisinart stock pot, and it's very, very sturdy, very heavy. And I use this to boil water that I keep in here. So I use this. Oh, and I should show you, I did put up my clear plastic, and at the bottom I just have another one, but everything is just back here doing the most. See, it is so hot in here. Let me flip you around. It is so hot in here, but everything's happy so far. Okay, so now I am just going to take both of these cocoa packets, and I'm going to put them in here, and I'm going to expand them. It makes a good amount, 4 ounces. So of course you have to wet it and allow it to expand. It literally looks like cardboard. So I'm going to put both of them in here. And then I am going to let it expand, but I'm going to start filling up my pots with the mixture of my chunky mixture that I took from a lot of different plants that didn't make it over the winter, or that I didn't plan on keeping over the winter. And so I just have a bunch of just mixed media in a big tub down here. So that's what we'll be doing. And I have my hose here that I never took the tag off of for whatever reason. I'm always waiting to see if I'm going to return something. But I think it's safe. So we'll just let that absorb, and that should take a little while. And as I mentioned, I do have this pot here filled with a bunch of just mixed stuff. That's all I can call it, mixed stuff, that I'll be putting at the bottom of the plants that I'm about to do. I don't think that the top needs to be airy like this. It needs to be the cocoa core, but then it can grow down into the airy mix. I think that makes sense. Don't fully know what I'm doing, but I have an inspiration mug that I purchased for what I want my greenhouse to look like this spring. It won't be shocking to anyone. Pink and green all around. Can you guys see this spider plant I have up here? Look at this. She's beautiful. Okay, so let me just get a pot and I'm going to start filling it. Can I just say that Eden is a hot mess right now? Oh, I hate it. There are so many things that were thrown around and broken, and I hate it. Even in the off season, I like for Eden to be beautiful, but she's not. Okay. Okay, so I am just going to be transferring. So I have my tub and I'm filling this tub with some of the substrate that I have that's all repurposed. And I would never bring this into my house because I haven't cleaned this at all. It's just been out here all winter. So here we have it. I just found this chunk of oxalis that I thought died off, but then I see, look at all of these rhizomes in here from the oxalis, and they are blooming. So this is something that's going to grow, and I am not going to stop it from growing at all. So now I'm going to take some of the broken down cocoa. This is what it's looking like now. Ooh. Spill number one. I tell you, spills are very different out here than it is inside. Okay, it looks like it's all broken down. So here is the mixture all broken down, and I'm just going to add some of this to the top of this soil mixture. Like that. And now for the sowing of the seeds. I'm going to tell you very plainly, I don't know what I'm doing. I just have fun. And what are we going to start with? Let's start with something cheerful. I want to grow the basil and everything like that in pure cocoa, to start that off that way. I don't want to use the weird soil. Oh, I know. We'll start off with lavender. That's what we'll start off with. And I'm going to do two different kinds of seeds in this pot. I'm going to do lavender, and lavender takes a really long time. Let's see, what else will we do around the edges of lavender? Maybe we'll do some of this Williams. It looks like it'll be tall though. I'll do some of the coleus with the lavender. I'll do lavender in the center, and in general I don't bury it too deep, but I don't individually put the seeds down, but they all seem to come up anyway. I do have to go through and just kind of thin it out once they start to grow, but they grow just fine. So I put the lavender in the middle, and it's just one packet of the lavender that I use. And now I'm going to use this coleus, and I'm going to put it around the edges. And the coleus, I like to have a mother plant that I just keep cutting down. So this will be perfect. And these seeds are tiny. This will be perfect. Look at that. For my mother plant. And I am head over heels in love with dry lavender because I want to have some summer parties. So my lavender will be something that I will have for my summer parties, just to put on a little napkin ring. Morning Glory, what else would we put in here? Oh, I know, we'll put some alyssum in here as well. And to anyone who is a real gardener, I know you're probably passing out with what I'm doing right now. This is the alyssum, but it's just for fun. It's okay. But I do welcome any help that you can give me. If there's something that's completely and totally wrong, I would like to hear that. So this one is done, and I am going to mark it. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them on little stakes. But for right now, just to, oh, there's still some seeds in there. I'm just going to take these and I'm going to put it around the edges so that I know exactly what is in here. 3 different types of plants. So now I will know exactly what's in here and where they are. So this is our first one, and I'm going to dome this over. It is not going to be sealed at the bottom, but at the top it's going to have a dome on top of it. Just the domes from Dollar Tree. Humidity domes. Now here is my next pot, and I think I will do some of my taller plants in this one. And I want to put this on my side porch. So let me get my trusty little scoop. And I'm just going to start filling it up. And I'm so happy I'll be able to get good use out of all of this repurposed soil. I have 2 more of these out there, but some of them, some of it is frozen and the roots are still in it, but it does break down. I may just leave them until the end of the season for repotting and, you know, repurposing next year, because I didn't put worms or anything like that into the containers. But through the winter time, I mean through the spring and summer, I'll be able to get some worms to put into the container with all of the repurposed items, soil items. Okay. Now this has perlite in it, it has rocks in it, it has a few roots. Not all of the roots are gone. And I'm seeing this thing here. But you know, I'm going to leave this in here because maybe it will decide that it wants to grow. And who am I to say don't grow? Okay, so there's a leaf in here as well. I'm going to leave it. So I'm this far up. And now I'm going to, I'm going to add my cocoa core mixture. Not mixture, just my 100% cocoa core. I love the way this looks. I just don't like the way it does for the roots after time. But for outside plants, I think it's different because they get thoroughly watered, which is why greenhouses like it, obviously. So here it is. Doesn't that look beautiful? Oh, spring is coming! Yay! Okay, now, what will it be? I always get so much basil. I love basil. I think I am going to do Snapdragon in here. One of the Sweet William. That one right there. Zinnia. And again, I will weed this out in time. Or maybe I should do Impatience in there. You know, this, I'm not going to do all of those different things. I'm going to do Impatience in here. I'm in love with the Impatience. You know that? I got one plant last year and I loved it so much. I don't know. On the back, the instructions read, they add a pop of color to any shady site. That's right, these are shade, which is perfect for my side porch. So, this contains about 100 seeds. Wow, this was $1.25 in the Dollar Tree. Sow seeds outdoor in partial to full sun shade location, well drained. Fertilize the soil in early spring after all danger of frost has passed. Roughen the soil surface to a depth of 3 inches and remove any weeds. Shape packet well. Distribute seeds evenly over area. Rake in seed lightly to the depth not to exceed a 1/4 inch. Tamp down seed by rolling or walking over the seeded area. Keep the planting area consistently moist for 4 to 6 weeks. Seeds will germinate in 10 days or less under normal growing conditions. Seed may also be grown in containers. That's what we're doing. Wow, this was great. 100 seeds. Okay, they definitely want you to shake it because there's a lot of debris in here. Okay, it's not just seeds. So I'm just shaking it on top. Okay, getting it everywhere. And I will definitely be doing a second pot with that. Okay, so now let me get my trusty rake. Where's Reiki? This is Reiki. Look how wonky Reiki is. I've had Reiki for years. I got it from the Dollar Tree, and everyone keeps telling me, why don't you replace Reiki? No, I can't replace Reiki. A little bit of tape fixes everything. I love Reiki. You know, when everything was shut down, it was a time when my son should have been starting his first job, but of course it just wasn't that simple. And so what we did was we ended up doing a little outdoor business so we wouldn't have to go inside, and the two of us worked together grooming yards. It was such a wonderful experience, guys. I can't tell you how wonderful the experience was. It was a lot of hard work, but I didn't want that stage of work to get away from him. So my husband and I just decided that, okay, we'll just do this right here. And we would go out early in the morning, and we had 2 different people that we were contracted to do yards for, like cut the grass, you know, make it look really pretty. And he did all the heavy lifting. It was just such a wonderful experience. I used to bring Reiki every single time with me. I was able to do so much with Reiki there. So I will never put Reiki down. We'll be together forever. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to get her a bow for this season. Okay, so I just tamped that down, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more of the mix on top. And so now here we have our finished product. I am so excited about these impatiens. I wish I brought my impatiens plant from last year inside, but I didn't. I have it over here. Hopefully it will come back, because I think it should come back because it's been in the greenhouse, but if it doesn't, I have some. So this is what is in here, but I have to just get another container for it because that is definitely still full. Thank you so much for being with me to do this. I am so excited about spring. I'm excited about this time that I have just to start everything up so that everything can be perfect in Eden this year, in Cafe Eden, which is where I am now in my greenhouse, and I'm just so excited. You know, I just thought about it. I should have just opened up one of these windows while I was in here because it is so hot in here. But it's okay. I want the heat to stay in because I don't think I'm going to run it overnight. So, no, it'll be running tonight. It just won't. I don't want it to like let all of the air out since I'm not running it during the daytime, the heater. So, this has been a wonderful experience. Thank you again to the Vever Company for sharing this beautiful seat bench with me. I am so excited about this because we all know picking weeds and different things like that, it takes so much away from the enjoyment of gardening when you don't have the right thing to kneel down on. But I like the little elevation that this gives me, so I'm really happy about it, and I am so thankful, truly thankful that they were able to share this with me so that I can share it with you. Thank you again for joining. Please have a wonderful day. And don't forget to tell me if you started sowing any seeds in your yard. I know a lot of you are in the more southern states. I'm in Connecticut, so I could not put anything outside right now. The nights are getting down too low. The mornings are pretty cold. But in my garden, in my greenhouse, I can do it because there's no frost in here anymore. So I can actually just leave these right out here in this section that is not the hot section, and they'll be just fine. So yay, 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 spring. I will talk to you guys again soon. And don't forget to give me an ID, what you think the ID of my Monstera is. Bye, guys. See you soon.